Hey, what up guys? This is Monkey Figure Reviews, and today I'll be clearing one of my backlog figures, which means figures that I already owned but do not have the time to review, and it is the Portrait of Pirates Nico Robin by MEGAHOUSE. So, I have new figures lined up, we just gotta wait on them. I'm still waiting for them to arrive. As soon as I get them, don't worry, the videos will be coming out. I'll be getting the Pudding, Sanji, and as well as the Shiny Venus VV by Presto. Really looking forward to review those figures for you guys. And fun fact, back to this figure, this Nico Robin is actually my first ever Portrait of Pirates figure. It was a gift from my parents. They got me this back in 2008, 2009, somewhere along there. And at a point in time, I was deliberating between two figures. One is this Nico Robin and one is this basically Sogeking. I think Sogeking was a little bit more expensive, so I ended up getting Nico Robin. On hindsight, I'm pretty sure I'm also blinded by the fact that I love Nico Robin so much. I'm pretty sure my parents at that point in time were thinking, whoa, why am I getting my son a female figure, a female character? Must be funny to them. So just a little bit of backstory for you guys, and we're gonna take a look at the box. Right in front we see P.O.P, Portrait of Pirates, Nico Robin at the bottom. I'm not sure what is this. I think it could be Portrait of Pirates in Japanese. We have the golden toy sticker over here to prove its authenticity. It's a Japanese version, and you can see the price tag, $79, which was and still is expensive. This is a side view, and this is the other side. We actually get a kind of standard design, Nico Robin, Sogeking on the other side, and at the back we can see the two figures. So what happens was that back then I think the MEGAHOUSE boxes were more standard. If you get the Sogeking figure, I'm pretty sure it's the same exact same printing, just that the box is bigger. And the top, nothing much. Okay, and I'm gonna bring in the figure. First things first, this figure basically consists of three parts. The main body comes in one full piece. We have an accessory, which is Nico Robin's hat, and we have the base. I think we'll just start with the base first. Just a quick one. It's translucent and purple in color. It says Luffy Pirates and it spells Nico Robin at the bottom. Okay, and we have the Jolly Roger as well as two pegs, which we will put the left foot of Robin on. Next, we'll talk about the hat itself. I'll talk about this later, but I guess we can just look at some of the details. This is the inside. Not a lot to talk about. It's basically white with a little bit of shading, not too obvious on the camera, but it's actually a little bit of shading on the hat. And this laces kind of thing on this cowboy hat is actually brown in color. It's painted brown in color. Okay, and yes, this figure can't stand on its own at all. Just to, let me just focus. Just to demonstrate, it can't stand on its own. It falls towards this direction, so you definitely need the base to support it in order for it to stand upright. One thing that I want to talk about is basically her hat as an accessory. It is kind of a nice thing because this is Robin's trademark hat. She wore this during Alabasta and doing the Sky Pier arc, which is basically this outfit. She was wearing this outfit during Sky Pier, and it was a nice thing, but it kind of doesn't fit on Robin. I will show you why. If you put a hat on, Robin just looks really awkward with the fitting. If you put it like this, it covers her face, which doesn't look good at all. And I think from the side you can tell how weirdly fitted this hat is. It just doesn't look good at all, no matter what. I can put it slightly upwards, but then if you look from the front, it's gonna look weird. So, you know, kind of have like no idea how to do this. What I do usually is just that I just put the head at the bottom as part of the display. I don't usually put the head on to hide Robin's beautiful face. And when we look at the face, this face is basically, you know, the design. It's more of Oda's early artwork. His drawing for Robin definitely look a lot different. Alright, I wouldn't say a lot of difference, but it's different from how Robin looks like today. And there's a bit of nostalgia, I guess, when you look at it. The shirt, whatever she's wearing, her top, is very nicely colored and designed. I mean, the outfit for Sky Pier was pretty dope. I kind of like it. I can't remember what this is. Is it like something significant in the story? The thing that she's wearing on her left arm. And back then, of course, they didn't oversell their characters' chest in the figures too. In the bottom, you can see the pants that she wears with a nicely colored belt. This is the back. Surprisingly, I just realized, well, they didn't really give Robin an S back then. Just like many of the male characters, male figures, they don't give them S at all. So she just looks like this. But her body, of course, looks kind of unrealistic. Look at the shape. Most of them are unrealistic, I guess. And at the bottom, she's wearing this purple kind of hues, low hues. Yeah, in general, I wouldn't say there's a lot of shading across the board, but the coloring was solid and still is solid across the figures, and probably it marks one of the quality jumps in the earlier MEGAHOUSE figures. Before that, most of the figures look much more kind of, you know, simple. We're gonna take a look at the height of Robin first. Her height from the base upwards is around 24 cm and almost hitting 9.5 inches. So trust me, this is around the average height of P.O.Ps released back then. And probably it is still around the average height now. I'm not going to bring in a lot of other figures to do comparisons. In fact, I'm just going to bring in one, which is the Dressrosa Nico Robin from Glitz and Glamours. Because if you want to check out my other Nico Robin figures, I'm pretty sure I showed them in my other videos. So just go ahead and see some of them over there. You can tell that in terms of scale, they're kind of the same, but it's really not reliable because in terms of Portrait of Pirates, what MEGAHOUSE has been doing for Robin figures, from what I noticed across my 4 figures, my 4 P.O.Ps of Nico Robin, all their height change, like their height varies like crazy. So I guess it depends on the sculptor. Especially the Nico Robin Sailing Again, she's tall, she's way taller than I think both of them. So this is just a little bit, I'm just putting out there for you guys to have a little look. In terms of suggesting how to display this figure, I would think definitely she looks great with the pre-time skip P.O.Ps of the straw hats. If not, you could be like me. What I do is basically just put her with all the other Robin figures that I own. Okay, and that's all I have, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notifications button if you have not done so. Any questions, anything you want to ask, just post them below in the comment section or hit me up on my Instagram. I hope there are more Nico Robin fans like me because Robin is best girl. Thank you guys and see you soon.